Listen, man, nobody said that growing up in this time was gonna be easy. Like, it breaks my heart to see my generation suffering and comparing themselves to others, because we are every day bombarded by social media showing us how everybody else's life is perfect, but our life is not. And it breaks my heart to see my friends and the people around me, and the young adults, and even the kids that are coming up feeling depressed and anxious and wanting to take their lives. If you haven't noticed, we are the generation with the most amount of suicides in history, with the most amount of depression and anxiety in history. And it breaks my heart, because it's not easy to grow up in this time. But I'm gonna tell you something. Just because it's not easy to grow up in this time means that we have to conform to today and to what the world is telling you that you're supposed to conform to. I know what it is to try to follow the world and the standards that the world puts on you. You know how I know? Because 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I had a dream of going to play basketball for school, and I was offered a scholarship, but you see, social media bombarded me, telling me that by 20 and 21 I had to make millions of dollars. And so I gave up on the opportunity to play basketball, because in my mind I had to make I don't know how much money. Because in my mind I should have been provided for my parents already. Because in my mind I should have been buying my own house. Because in my mind I should have been driving a Lamborghini. And all this didn't even come from my heart. Where it came from with social media telling me the life that I was supposed to have. And it made me feel empty. And it took me down a path where I didn't see any purpose in my life, where I didn't see any meaning in it, where I doubted why God had put me here on earth. And I don't know if you can relate, but maybe you're feeling the same way. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know why you're here on this earth. Maybe you're feeling like your life doesn't have a purpose. Maybe you're feeling like it doesn't make sense. I hear you, because I know what it is to be there. I know what it is to come home and sleep because you don't even want to be out there in the world. I know what it is to not even want to eat. I know what that is, because I've been through it. But like I said, just because it's not easy to grow up in this time means that we have to conform. Means that we have to let the world punch us in our face and tell us what we have to do. No. I believe in my generation. I believe in Gen Z. I believe in a generation that is going to stand up for who they are. I want to tell you something right now, my friend. You have a reason to be here. You have a purpose. You have a plan. You see, I didn't went on to play basketball, but after I realized that God created me, after I realized that I do more in this world by following the things that were placed in my heart, and after I realized that it is in my uniqueness that the magic is found, I understood that yes, there is a purpose for me, that there is a meaning in this life. And I want to tell you the same thing, my friend. There is a meaning for you to be here today. Maybe you came across this video and you're feeling like you didn't want to be here anymore. Maybe you came across this video and you're feeling like your life doesn't have a meaning, your life doesn't have a purpose. Yes, your life has a meaning, and your life has a purpose. And you know where you can find it? You can find it right here, in your heart. But you have to stop trying to be like somebody else. You have to embrace the things that make you unique. God didn't make no copies. God made you original. So stop trying to waste your time being like somebody else. Don't be like somebody else. Be you. Be yourself. That's what's going to make an impact in the world. I just want to tell my generation, I just want to tell the young people that is coming up that don't conform. Do not conform. Don't let this world make you feel like your life doesn't have value. Because your life does have a value. Your life again, I don't know how many times I can say it. Your life has a purpose. It's found right here. It's found in your heart. Please, understand that if you embrace your uniqueness, that if you embrace the things that move you, that if you embrace those crazy thoughts that the world says that you have, if you embrace them, I promise you, your life is gonna turn around. Because it did for me. When I understood that I didn't need to be somebody else, Lord, than how God created me to be. And if you're asking yourself, who did God create me to be? Don't worry about it. Along the journey, you're gonna understand who God created you to be. And here's the first step. Stop comparing yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to others. Cover your ears. Cover your eyes, even if you have to. And don't listen to this world. Listen to your heart. Right there, you will find the answers.